Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Tuesday, April 11th, 2023. Stand up for your country. You know, it's very frustrating, and I think you may feel the same way, to see problems, vexing problems, ignored by those who are supposed to be trying to solve them. And that is the hallmark of the Biden administration. They just do not even acknowledge problems, or if they become so overwhelming, they blame Trump or somebody else. But what are they doing to make things better? Again, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, if you can give me one example, because I am open to that. I want to be fair. So looking away while people are dying and the American society is being harmed is not acceptable. And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. The best illustration of this is in the nation's largest cities. The main job of government, local, state, and federal, is to protect innocent people. That is the main job. Not to tax us, not to virtue signal, not to social engineer, to protect us. Job number one. Are they doing that job? No. Because the failure to punish miscreants, word of the day, miscreants, okay, is leading to anarchy, death, and destruction all over this country, particularly in the big cities. Now, let me back it up. So you all know about San Francisco. The far-left government there doesn't punish anyone for behavior that hurts the folks, the innocent folks. They don't punish there. So what happened was that drug addicts from all over the country have arrived in San Francisco because the city pays them up to $800 a month, no question asked. So that's $800 on heroin or fentanyl or cocaine or gin or vodka. So if you're a drug addict, you go to San Francisco. You can't work if you're addicted, so you can't get an apartment or a house. So you live on the street. So therefore, the homeless population has exploded. And inside the homeless population, you're not exactly talking about responsible people. They're addicts or mentally ill. If they weren't, they could get a job and get an apartment or someplace to live off the street. So San Francisco basically says, come on in. If you're homeless, addicted, whatever it is, you can do whatever you want here and we'll pay you to do it. People say, oh no, this can't be possible. It is. So Whole Foods goes into San Francisco in March of last year, 2022. On Monday, yesterday, they pulled out. Okay, why? Rampant shoplifting. Remember, shoplifters in San Francisco are not punished. And drug addicts using Whole Foods to shoot up and get inebriated. So Whole Foods says, we got to get out of here. Our employees are in danger. And they're out after a year. This is insane. But there's nobody going to stop it right now in San Francisco. No one. So there's a legion of businesses and residents who have left that city. And it's happening everywhere. Okay, so the public sale and use of narcotics, public, is illegal everywhere, even in Oregon, where they've legalized hard drugs, leading to the destruction of Portland. Okay? And the Oregonian, a far-left newspaper, acknowledged that over the weekend. Cities destroyed. So you can't move from San Francisco to Portland. It's going from bad to bad. Okay, so it is not legal to sell drugs or to use them in public. So the solution to the problem is if somebody's shooting up or smoking crack or whatever they're doing in public, you take them off the street, you arrest them. You put them in a holding cell where they can't get narcotics. And you keep them there for 48 hours or whatever until they're arraigned or whatever charge there may be. That would wipe out this problem almost overnight because the drug addicts can't get the dope, which they need all throughout the day. You just take them off and put them in a place where they cannot access drugs. Solves the problem. You would see all of these homeless places disappear and the drug addicts go underground because they don't want to be taken away from their supply. They won't do it. They would rather have little children on the way to school watch people shoot up heroin. They would rather have the cities become disgraceful pits of the worst human conduct you can imagine. That's the far left point of view. That's who people are electing in New York, in Chicago, in LA, in San Francisco, in Portland, in Baltimore, in St. Louis, and on and on and on. Okay. Do we all have that now? Now, drug commerce, selling of narcotics, always comes with violence because the dealers are armed and they're trying to expand their territory to sell narcotics to more drug addicts, so they shoot and kill the rival drug dealers. That's what drives inner city violent crime. That's what most of these mass shootings and killings are all about. All right? See it? Understand? Okay. Now, the left wants to ban guns. They don't want to set up a system where you would wipe out, at least in public, the narcotics trade. No, we don't want to do that. We want to ban the guns. Well, the gangsters will still get the guns because there are 300 million of them in circulation. The price of buying a gun would go up, but they'd still get them. Meantime, the law-abiding citizen who may need firearms for self-protection gets stripped of that. That's the leftist view. Law-abiding people, no self-protection. Gangsters, we're not going to do anything about them. In New York City, you can be arrested, found with an illegal gun on you, and you will not get bail. You just walk right out. I guess they take the gun, but I'm not even sure about. No, they do. They take the gun. Okay. Another mass shooting today. We're going to have a mass shooting every day in this country because there are so many mentally ill people now, and we live in a culture of violence. What does that mean, a culture of violence? One movie title, John Wick. All you got to do is watch one of those movies and you'll understand the culture of violence that comes out of the United States of America. Guns, shooting, carnage, boom, boom, boom. You multiply that by 10 million on the internet, and then you blend in the violent rap music industry. We have a culture of violence here. No more Leave It to Beaver. Violence everywhere. And we devalue life in America now. So if you're a maniac and you want to kill yourself, you say, yeah, I want to kill myself, but I'm taking 8 people with me because I don't believe in anything and I'm so mentally disturbed that I'm going to kill myself and all these other people. Every day you're going to have that now because we have no restraints in this country. None. There's no restraints at all. With the collapse of law enforcement, you have no restraints on the criminal front or the mentally ill front. None. What's the federal government doing about it? Nothing. Now, some states are trying, but California, Illinois, New York City, New York State, all the liberal states are not. All right? So summing up, you can take all the guns off the street if you want. Not going to solve the problem at any level. It's a zero thing. And the country's so divided on it, the left wants to ban all guns. They say they don't, but they do. And the right doesn't want any restrictions on any guns at all. So how are you ever going to get détente? Never. That's the memo. Bill O'Reilly here for Lone Star Transfer. If booking your timeshare has been difficult in the past, you know it's been almost impossible lately. Most clients are shocked to learn that their timeshare is now available to the public, severely limiting booking options. Many owners are upset their yearly dues have nearly doubled during this maintenance fee season. For well over a decade, this family-owned company has had the pleasure of helping more than 18,000 owners legally and permanently get out of their timeshare fees. With an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau and more than 900 5-star testimonials, Lone Star Transfer is a company you can trust. Lone Star Transfer guarantees the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and in a specific time frame. So please call my friends today for a free, no-obligation consultation at 855-551-7066, 855-551-7066, or online at lonestartransfer.com. Let's go to the mail. We got Robert on the message board. If you are a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member, we have message boards every night. You meet new people. You go back and forth about, how perspicacious I am or how utterly foolish I am. You can debate what I say. It's a lot of fun. We knock out any obscenities, none of that, any vitriol. You can get angry, but you can't do personal attacks on the message board. So Robert says, Bill, your talk with Colonel Hunt was very interesting about the time you two were in Afghanistan. That kind of talk would not be seen or heard anywhere else. It's great what you do with the No Spin News here for us Team Normal people. You're absolutely right. I mean, we personalize the news to you, Robert. We want you to get something out of every single segment. Lisa Wood, Lee Summit, Missouri. Mr. O, just wanted to share my thoughts after another senseless shooting, this time in Louisville. I'm afraid this is going to become a daily occurrence eventually, because in the world today, life isn't valuable anymore. Lots of people's lives get stuck and they decided they don't care if they end it. And they're going to take out some grievances, people with them. Yeah, it's more and more people devalue life. Ed Kozalaski. Bill, read your Easter message of the day. I'm one of those who have given up on America. Having watched many, if not all, the government agencies lie to us and crooked politicians, why would we care about our country? Chicago is a mess of a city, yet they elect someone worse than Lori Lightfoot. The country is lost. Instead, I concentrate on my faith. Okay, Ed, I respect your opinion. I don't think it's lost. I do think there are cycles, but I'm glad you're concentrating on faith, because only God can save us, but he has saved us in the past. That ties into faith. Nancy Brentfleck, Prescott, Arizona. Bill, on the No Spin News, you dismissed Tulsi Gabbard because you said she's an isolationist. Will you please elaborate on that? The former Congresswoman from Hawaii, Tulsi Gabbard, doesn't want to get involved with foreign conflict. She's quite clear. So that's an isolationist point of view. That's the term in politics. We live in a global world now. We're all tied in together economically and socially to some extent. We let the villains run wild overseas. It's going to come back to us. So that's why I don't think Tulsi Gabbard could be Trump's VP or will get any higher office. Frederick Shaker, Quaker Hill, Connecticut. Biden claims he started the renewal of American manufacturing. Is that true? It is not. It is not true. Actually, the renewal of American manufacturing started under Obama and then was put on steroids by Trump, who knocked out a lot of the corporate tax implications and brought back manufacturing from overseas. Biden had nothing to do with either of that. Stephen, concierge member, you're correct, Bill. The military is completely politicized and has been since Woodrow Wilson resegregated it, and the rest of the U.S. government. Interesting comment on Woodrow Wilson. He was a racist. There's no doubt about it. Bad president. Teddy Roosevelt hated him. Hated Woodrow Wilson. I'm not disagreeing with anything you said there. Jeffrey, concierge member. Thank you, Jeffrey. So who pays for Biden's stay on Martha's Vineyard in the summer? Has Ocasio-Cortez been cleared with her ethics investigation? How about those trips Hunter took on Air Force Two? Talking about the accusations against Clarence Thomas. The American taxpayer picks up the bill for most of Biden's summer vacation in anywhere. He does stay free, as Obama did in Martha's Vineyard, at friends' homes. And that's similar to what Clarence Thomas did. So you're right on point. Ocasio-Cortez was reprimanded by the House Ethics Committee. She didn't care, but that's where that ended. Okay, Team Normal. I was out of my Team Normal shirt over the weekend. You'll see the picture in a moment. First, we'll give you the full view. Team Normal hats are flying out of here, by the way. And look, it's almost 80 degrees in the Northeast today. You need the hat to keep the sun off your face or you get melanoma or something. You need those hats, and they look great. Shirts, throw my pick up there, please. The Team Normal shirts are, again, flying out of there. They're beautiful. It was a little cool over the weekend. That's why I had the long sleeve underneath. But today I'm wearing my Team Normal shirt just normal. And you play golf, you do any sports. Anyway, everybody will say, what's Team Normal? You have a nice, make new friends, have a funny discussion about it. We do have women's shirts because Mom's Day is coming up. And we have 12 killing books that you can choose from. Mom might like Killing the Legends with Elvis and the Beatles and things like that. Mom might like that. I'll sign it for Mom if you get those orders in for Mother's Day. If you become a premium or concierge member on BillO'Reilly.com, you get any of my books, including the upcoming Killing the Witches, which is going to be very controversial, free. So membership, and that pays for more than half of your membership fee, just a free book. Word of the day, do not be a Dumbledore. That's a Harry Potter thing, but it is a real world. D-U-M-B-L-E-D-O-R-E. No Dumbledore. We're writing to me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Name and town if you wish to opine. Final thought in a moment. The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year, stocks dropped a whopping 20%. 2023 could be worse. You are right to be worried. So call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I've been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers and have the highest rating in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201, or text Bill to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201, or text Bill to 65532. Okay, so here is the final thought. As we've discussed many times, live in a very divided country, a lot of hate, okay? Guns, abortion, Trump, you name it. So how do you deal with that on an everyday level? Well, number one, family and close friends, you don't want to fracture that. So I respect opposing points of view, you know that. And I don't have any problem with anybody not agreeing with me, ever. I'm pretty confident in my belief system because I think it through and I base my conclusions on facts. Just one quick one, banning guns, will not stop this murder mayhem we have in the United States. Just won't. So I know that. If you have children or parents or spouses who disagree with you, respect it. If they're persuadable and they don't get angry when you put forth your point of view, then you can bring in what I say, what other people say, facts, and discuss it. If they're not persuadable, humor. Okay? That's it. Now, strangers are a different story. Very rarely. In fact, I can't remember the last time. And everybody knows me, so you got to understand wherever I go, people are approaching me for a picture or this and that. And 99% of them are nice. I can't even remember the last time that I had a person who was disrespectful to me. But I would never engage a stranger in any kind of a substantial discussion about anything. Why would I do that? I wouldn't do it. I don't want to be misquoted. I don't want to get anybody upset. I persuade on radio and television every day. You want to listen to me? You get plenty of places to listen to me. One of the reasons I do News Nation, I'll be on with Cuomo tomorrow night, Wednesday night, is because I get a chance to persuade people who don't see it my way. All right? But I'm not doing that in person. So all I do is just like this, or I smile or I wave and I go, I'll think about it, anything. Just don't do that. When you buy your Team Normal stuff, and you won't get that because it's not ideology. You just say, Team Normal are the Americans who love their country, who believe their country is noble. That's what Team Normal is. Now, if you get somebody go, I hate America. You go, okay, First Amendment, you have that right. Have a nice day, and you're in the car getting out of there. Don't engage. Don't engage. That is the final thought. We appreciate you watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.